The topic of peace brings me to the most famous of New Delhi's residents, Mahatma Gandhi. Here at the National Gandhi Museum, his personal items, manuscripts, and journals are archived, as are many photos taken throughout his life. Among the historic artifacts that you can find in the museum is the jeep used to transport Gandhi's body after death. Gandhi's influence transcended his life. He inspired a new generation of non-violent freedom fighters, from Martin Luther King Jr. to the Eastern European countries. Gandhi was born and raised in India. However, his family sent him to England to study law. Following his education, he spent 20 years in South Africa defending immigrants and minorities. There he developed his nonviolent protest technique. Arriving back in India as a middle-aged man, he became very involved in politics. His nonviolent protests, his call for home rule, and his unwavering belief that everyone should be treated equally transformed India. He lived in Delhi, working with the government and trying to create a united relationship with the Muslim community. His willingness to compromise and find solutions would ultimately cause his death at the hands of a zealot. In 1948, Gandhi was shot to death as he hurried to evening prayers at the Birla home. The museum is on the Birla family property. Just across from the museum is the Samadhi honoring Gandhi. A Samadhi is roughly equivalent to a mausoleum or a headstone. Essentially, it is a place to memorialize the dead. This is Gandhi's cremation site, known as the Raj Gap. A large slab of block marble on the banks of the river mark the location. Gandhi united a deeply divided people to follow a non-violent path for freedom from the colonial rule of Britain. Freedom came shortly after Gandhi was assassinated